What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another fresh commentary. Now guys, it's no surprise that Breaking Bad has been blowing up quite a lot lately. Ever since the show came out back in 2008 and ended in 2013, a lot of people are revisiting the show and it's become far more popular than it has 9 years ago. And part of that is thanks to the ever-growing community. Thousands of videos being posted online over the years showing off certain scenes, exposing it to new people, the memes that came out of the show that's been being shared online, and inside jokes being passed around so much that got a lot of people completely outside of the loop to want to get interested in the show just to understand the inside jokes. And not to mention the fact that the new season of Better Call Saul just came out, which made a lot of people revisit Breaking Bad to then watch Better Call Saul. The show is just getting praised more than ever, so much so that Albuquerque has been getting tons of new tourists who want to go visit certain locations from the show just to relive the whole thing in real life and take pics flexing to their fans that they visited these iconic spots. And this whole thing also made the leaders of Albuquerque acknowledge how much publicity the show has given this small little town in New Mexico, so they decided to make statues in their honor, which, like I talked about in my last video, did face a lot of drama because some citizens of Albuquerque weren't so happy about this. But I'm not going to get into that in this video. We already did a video on that. Check out the link in the description for that if you're interested also, or click the annotation at the top right of the screen and then come back to this video. But in this video I want to talk about how the success of this show is making one woman go crazy, and that woman is Frances Padilla, current owner of the Breaking Bad house. Truth is, about 7 years ago, fans started pulling up to her property and throwing pizzas on her roof, and it was a big problem for her family. But now it only got worse because, like I said, an entire fresh new group of people have been exposed to Breaking Bad. So now much more people have been showing up to the house now after she thought the hype died out 4 years ago. Of course, when the show came out, it was a massive problem. People would show up, knock on her door, bother her to take a look inside. There will always be someone outside taking pictures in her front lawn, and people still actually trying to throw pizzas on her roof just to recreate that one scene from the show. And now the whole thing is happening again because the Breaking Bad hype is back. She even tried putting up some fences to keep people away and put like a crazy amount of signs, but that still didn't really work. Just made people more daring, and she said people would still try and throw pizza on her roof and find a way in just to take flicks. Or she didn't like the idea of them taking pictures outside of her fence either, and Breaking Bad fans have just been driving her crazy for years. Recently I've been bumping into countless new videos of people showing up to her property just to check it out, and she somehow spawns in ready to bark at them to leave and go away, and it's all just a mess. Sometimes the visitors even get at it with her and exchange some awful words. The creator of the show, Vince, even came out to speak on the situation a few years back because it was getting that bad, saying that she doesn't deserve this, she's a sweet person, she doesn't deserve this type of invasiveness and harassment from fans.
Sweetest lady in the world, and if you were getting on her nerves, you were doing something seriously wrong.
But to be fair, she did know what she was getting herself into when she allowed them to film in her house, right? Like, of course fans are gonna want to pop up to visit this iconic spot from the series. They love the show, so it's possibly their only way to relive it in real life. So they want to check it out and fanboy all over the whole thing. Like many fans have been saying, if I were her, I would transform the entire place into the biggest tourist attraction to make tons of money too. Such wasted potential. Instead, she just gets mad if anyone is near her house. There was even a video of a guy who lived nearby getting yelled at by her, and he was just walking across the street, just walking down the block to get to his place. She was just losing her mind. It's crazy.
Sorry?
Get out, it's a private house.
Are you the danger?
Are you the stupid?
She's like so done. She's absolutely hating the attention, and a lot of the community is mad at these fans who ruined it for the rest of us by throwing pizza and bothering her so much. And they're also mad at her because they feel like she's just gatekeeping her house, literally with gates now. But it's one of the best spots from the show, and they feel like it's really unfair to the fans. I'm pretty sure when the show started to blow up, she would let people take photos of her house like normally. That's why a lot of fans are saying that they ruined it for the rest of us. But she kind of knew what she was getting herself into when she allowed them to film there 14 years ago. Some people have been saying online that she likes the attention too, she just wants the conflict, but I think that's a bit of a reach. I don't think that's the case. I feel like yes, she did love the attention at first. Like, think about it, if I were in her position, it would make you feel like you're famous too, when in reality it's just your house. Every minute of every day someone's showing up to your house wanting to talk to you, meet you, and loving you just because they love the show and you're the owner of the house in the show. It probably felt good for her and her family, those small little moments of fame at the start, but now they're just sick of it all and just want to go about their lives normally again. They probably thought it was only gonna last for a little while and that's it, but no. Little did they know this was gonna last forever. Even when a new owner comes around. This show is just too big now for people to not be interested in the house at this point. Yes, the entire universe has concluded with Better Call Saul finally ending, but that's not gonna stop some new fans from going out of their way to visit the house, because the community is very much alive. And as long as it's alive, the house will never die out and people will continue to show up, and she's just gonna continuing to lose it. Like back then when the conflict started and news outlets were picking up on the whole thing. This was like 7 years ago, man. Almost a decade, and yet again the entire situation is back again. And it's even worse now because everyone's just worse now. Nobody really cares. If they want to, they'll just scale the fence just to get the perfect shots of the house. People are more daring just for content. It's a mess. Just to get those little bit extra likes because they took a picture of the Breaking Bad house. And she's not having it. Even had to get the official Breaking Bad tour bus to stop coming to her house now. I think she should just buy a new house, sell that one and move on. Or the better option, buy a second home, live there peacefully and transform that house into the biggest tourist spot to make loads of money. Hell, she can even pay off her mortgage on the second home easily with that amount of cash flow. Smartest idea, to be honest. Because if she had something going, I'm sure every fan would buy into it, including me. I bet many people have already pitched ideas to her already, or even offers. But knowing her, she probably denied all of them, and I just don't get it. It's a really smart business move. Even though I do understand that she probably just wants to live her life normally and remain in her house that she's been in for decades. But that kinda all ended once you let them film in your place. Your home is now big and famous. Like everyone knows where it is, what it is. There's always gonna be someone interested no matter what time of the day. It's just insane, and I don't blame her for being so pissed off that fans keep popping up uninvited to her house all the time. For years now too, almost a decade. This has been going on for over 14 years, and maybe it's held down after El Camino came out, but the hype on the house just came right back when the new Better Call Saul season dropped this year. So I feel so bad for her. This madness will never end. It's only gonna get started too, because there are thousands of new Breaking Bad fans who just started watching this show and have their eye on this house now. So more and more waves of people are gonna be showing up and do not care if she doesn't want anyone near her property anymore. That's not gonna stop them. Like I said, best option for her would just be to sell the house and move on. Lord knows it could sell for so damn much too, since the hype from the house made the value of the entire thing skyrocket. Or just turn it all into a tourist spot for fans to enjoy and move to a better house. Best option in my opinion. But I doubt it's gonna happen because it is her house and she doesn't want to go anywhere. I mean, who would want to leave their home, especially if they've been there for that long? But there's absolutely nothing she can do. People will still keep showing up to the house. So she's just gonna have to deal with it. That's pretty much it. Just wanted to chat on this. Really been wanting to talk about this because Breaking Bad has been so popular again, and so has this house. And nobody really does their homework and knows the owner behind it. And then they just show up and plan a trip to Albuquerque, only to get surprised when this woman starts screaming at them and telling them to go away. But she's just sick of fans, man. My advice, don't even show up unless you're prepared to get yelled at and stuff thrown at you. I'm not even lying. Check out the countless videos online. And I don't know why, this kind of reminds me of Hello Neighbor. I don't know, just a random thought I had. But yeah, this woman's losing it. Don't go near the house. And that's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, all that good stuff. Sorry if I sounded so low or my voice sounded weird in this video. I'm actually sick, but I still gotta power through for you guys. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Stay blue.